Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Recap Lunch Hour with Guff here on the Recap, brought to you by our fine and proud partners at Hooters. I am Guff Ryan McGuffey, and man, oh man, do we have some stuff to talk about here because so many people, irrationally, in my opinion, are. It's the beauty of sports, especially in this town. Here on the Recap Lunch Hour, brought to you by Hooters. The Cubs go out today and do exactly, honestly, they kind of do exactly what I expect. They didn't look great offensively. Shota looked fantastic. 4 innings, 69 pitches, no hits, no runs. Ben Brown was a little shaky, but so was the defense. And folks, you're not going to beat the LA Dodgers anyway. If you got 3 stinking hits and you go 0 for 21 in your final 21 at bats. OD started watching the Cubs during top of the fourth. Strange watching the game that early. No panic. They're the defending champs, and Yamamoto is ready for his homecoming. If you see what my friend Dan Plesac from the MLB Network has said this morning, he thinks that Yamamoto looked like he was in midseason form. He looked like he was in June or July in a pennant race and was shoving. Now, usually pitchers have the advantage early on anyway. That's the way things are. Pitchers are always ahead of hitters. What's up, Justin? Dave? Cubs need one more hitter. It does feel like that, and everybody's panicking so far about Kyle Tucker. And look, it's going to be okay. I mean, that's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to pull up. I got the box score right here. Kyle Tucker over 4. People are saying he's not hitting the ball. Seiya, I think, was putting a little too much pressure on himself being in his homeland. But, you know, your 2, 3, and 4 hitters go 0 for 11. You throw Matt Shaw in there. Matt Shaw 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. He had the error that you can make an argument that Michael Busch should have made a play on. And that's what's going to happen with you have a couple of young guys. Corey, my 13-year-old son, set his alarm. We were both watching at 5 a.m. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. That's a memory right there. Win or lose, Corey. And hopefully you guys are doing it again. There's my guy, Godfather. Same hitting, different year. And I think I've said this on the radio. I'm going to say it again here. I don't think these 2 games mean anything. Now, if you could say at the end of the year, well, if they lose the division by a game, they're going to, you can go back to these. I don't think, I feel this way if they won or lost both games, or if they go out tomorrow and split. The tone tomorrow right here on the Recap Lunch Hour brought to you by Hooters is going to be different if they go out and split and Justin Steele shoves, right? Phil Simms, the real Phil Simms. It's one of 162. They'll be okay. On to Arizona. Well, hang on. Before you go to Arizona, they got one more tomorrow morning in Japan. Caval. Cubs look the same as last year. Not enough scoring, and bullpen still sucks. I love it. Ben Brown, who is going to be a starter, which is why he was stretched out. I'll say this about, you want to talk about the bullpen. I know, like the Cubs pitching allowed 8 walks, 4 from Imanaga. That's inexcusable. Ben Brown had 3, Brazier had 1. 8 walks is not going to get it done. Okay, 8 walks, 7 hits. They did shut down Shohei Ohtani. Had a single and a double. He was 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored. I mean, the Cubs get a break. Mookie Betts is out for the series. Freddie Freeman was scratched with a sore rib earlier prior to the game. And when you're the Dodgers and their bullpen, folks, look at how much money they spent in their bullpen. It's elite. Okay. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. The Dodgers bullpen goes out. They throw 4 scoreless, 4 hitless innings, strike out 5. That's it. Banda, Kasparius, Treinen, and Tanner Scott. Shove, 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 shove. Think about all the guys that didn't play. What's up, Kyle? Got up early, watched the game. That Dodgers team is nasty. Still only 1 game, 161 left. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully a split. Go Cubs. Landon says, looking forward to your first reguff on March 27th. That's opening day here in the States. Paulie, nice pick last night. We will pull. Oh, crap. I left the aviators in the car. I even made a mental note. My goodness, that was the easiest cover ever. We will talk about that in a little bit. Dave, you really can't judge a team until 1.5 months into the season. Yeah, let's at least get a couple weeks into the season here, folks. Okay? I mean, one day I knew. So if the Cubs won 4-1 today, the tenor and tone was going to be so much different. Oh, here they go. I knew it. They'll be just fine, says Swayze. I've seen the Cubs score 16 runs on opening day against a pitcher they shouldn't have. So trust it'll even out. Of course, Lip Ripper. All games are important, but the season starts to matter around Memorial Day. 60-game mark is usually where teams, you start to figure out who's who. Didn't do anything in the offseason, but swapped Belly for Tucker and got a lot of just regular guys for the bullpen. Well, I will say their closer is a dude, okay? But you can't, he's not pitching. Ryan Presley's not pitching if he's not got an opportunity. Thomas, I know it's early, but Tucker looks like Hayward so far. Hurry up, Nico, so Birdie can sit on the bench. Nico Horner is by all accounts, is going to be ready for the domestic opener next week. Okay. This was always the plan, to give him this series off while he ramps up from that offseason wrist surgery. Okay. Birdie was the veteran. Now, I've seen some people ask why Workman wasn't playing second base. In that, on opening day with those jitters, the national spotlight in a different country, you're going to give it to a guy like Birdie. He forced a throw that he shouldn't have made, error, and here we are. To say Tucker looks like Hayward after one game, first off, Kyle Tucker cost you, that was a trade. It's worst case, it's a 1-year deal, not $184 million. Tucker, Thomas, I'll bet you whatever you would like that Tucker is a different player than Hayward. Kyle says, Chef Paul, I'm cheering for your Bulls playoff ticket. The cash dude keeps looking better every passing game. Literally, that's like the truest thing I've ever heard. 20-1, Chef Paul sitting on a Bulls playoff ticket. Hooters Lunch Hour. Have a great show. Go, Guff. Go, TSI Mike. Looks like you might be able to keep your guy, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., maybe. Cavall should have kept Rossi. I mean, this is amazing. You guys, this is baseball. The sky is not falling. They played the LA Dodgers, okay? They didn't play all that well, particularly offensively. Godfather says, get back to spring training where there's no pressure and they win most of their games. Now, look at their April schedule, folks. They play a lot of the NL West. I think 15 of their first 21 are on the road. They open up against Arizona. That's going to be no slouch. Then they go to Sacramento to open up the A's new mess of a city and situation that they have. But because the Cubs, I guarantee that'll be like a foreign language to them, because they'll be the first to try out that ballpark and the lack thereof. Sloan Park is nicer than where they're playing. Clyde says Ben Brown needs to be sent down. Kyle Tucker needs to wake up. You guys, Ben Brown's being stretched out to be a starter. That's why they kept going to him today. I don't have any problem with how the game was managed with the pitching staff. Some people are like, well, they should have had Imanaga go one more inning. The plan was for Imanaga to throw 65 to 70 pitches. They knew he was going to be triply amped up. All right. I can't wait. This is going to be a long year. I can't wait. Ricketts can still break even. Cavall saying, bring back Ross. Phil, stay tuned. The first 4 does start tonight. And, of course, the recap bet of the day will be a big part of all of that. Jess, I'll wait until April before making any initial judgments. At least that's fair. At least Jess is going to get, 5 games into the season, I want to say, before she starts pounding. My goodness, guys. I hope for your sake the Cubs win tomorrow. Yeah, Jess, at least then you'll have these 2 and 5, 7 games. So they go at the Diamondbacks for 4. They have all these opening days. They're in opening day, technically in Tokyo. Then they have the D-backs home opener. Then they have the A's home opener. Then they have their own home opener. Because they come home, they play the Padres, the Rangers. Then they go back out west to the Dodgers and Padres. Then have the D-backs, Padres, Phillies. Dude, it's a gauntlet of an April. But guys, the Cubs are good. Lip Ripper, great cash last night. A little juice to the bankroll for the Thursday Madness. Again, we're going to get to that in a minute. But I'll tell you what, easiest cover I've had in a long time. David, tuned in for the overreaction. Well, my friend, you are getting it. It's unbelievable. Ross was doing a great job with what he had. They went out and got a manager who they felt is the best in the game. Now, he's regarded as one of the better in the game. And so far, he's gotten the exact same. He was 83 and 79, just like Rossi is last year. The Velasco Sports Podcast. I'm ready for the White Sox, and I got my ticket. I'm happy for Burke. This could be great. Marty Perez for Game 2. Jonathan Cannon, Game 3. Davis Martin, game 4. Cannon's been getting roughed up. Eric, it's only one game, still a lot of baseball to be played. Hopefully they can split this series and start the regular season in Arizona on a positive note. There you go. How about that? Dan's chiming in with a Go Sox. By the way, the 108 tourney going on. Your boy over here is in the final of the White Sox Dave bracket, taking on the great Courtney Finicum. Go Pound X, baby. If you haven't voted yet, go vote for your boy. Trying to win the final. Hey, Guff, Major League Baseball is back, says Astros. I'm going to the Sacramento game. Very cool, Dan. I'm looking forward to hearing about that experience. Swayze, guys, this isn't a 30-game season. There are 161 more of these things. They're not going to go undefeated. Give it at least a month. Jeez. Was that Birdie at second base or Mastroboni? Wow. Matthew, season over. Woo! Woo! What a fun time of year. Great sports time of year, no doubt. Ready for opening day. All right, Clyde, get back to work. Ira, Kyle Tucker's production or lack thereof is disappointing. It's one game. I know you're looking at his spring training stats and you're saying this, he's hitting the ball hard. I'd be more concerned if he was not in the lineup every day. Okay? That's where I would be, period. Godfather, March Madness is thinking the Cubs can beat the Dodgers. Woo! Landon voted for me. There you go, Landon. Appreciate you. I think UNC and Texas got in because of betting appeal. What say you? I think North Carolina got in because their president's the chairman of the committee. That's why. Period. Jess says the Japan series is great. I love watching baseball going into work on the Metro, but it's not a realistic snapshot of how the team looks going. That's why I'm saying these two games don't matter. If they went 2-0 and then went in and lost 3 out of 4 to Arizona, do you feel any better? Or if they lose tomorrow and they go into Arizona and win 3 out of 4, do you feel better? I would say yeah. So calm down. It's okay. Kevin says Chicago sports is cursed. Game 2 for the Sacramento series. Thoughts on Bernstein? Hey, he's got his own problems, created his own mess. The score is going to handle that. Tucker's already waiting to be a free agent this October. Guys, if he's going to produce like this and hit free agency, that $400 million is not happening. No bets, no Freeman, no problem for the Dodgers. Caval, everyone, calm down. The Ricketts are just breaking evening. Pretty rough exchange. Okay, I can care less about Dan Bernstein, Velasco. You're not going to rope me into that crap. I'll say this. That's why, to me, social media, you can get in trouble there. There's more harm than more harm than good that can come of it. Have fun with it and move on. I'm not going to get personal with people. I don't care what people think of me. So if I would not do that myself, but it's not my penance to pay either. Phil, no need to jump off the Wacker Bridge. They'll be okay. I hope not. I miss Madrigal Thomas. He's out for the year already. Does Catman actually think the Cubs are going to win 90 this year, says Matt? Not only does the Catman, so does me, Ryan McGuffey. Astro says North Carolina and the big dance is a joke. We'll get to that in a little bit. Landon, anyone disappointed in Kyle Tucker? Want to trade him to the Sox for Brandon Drury? I'll take him. That is funny. Joey, are there any jobs that I can apply to with the recap? I'm currently a senior in college, looking for a job in sports. Dire Cubs, Hawks, Bears fan. Love the channel. Joey, appreciate that, man. That's ballsy. I like a guy coming out on a live show saying, get me over there. Joey, why don't you contact us in the back channels, my friend? Let's chat it up and see what we're thinking long-term. Astros, Cubs bullpen, completely different guys than last year, same results. Guys, it's one flipping game. I mean, not the entire bullpen didn't pitch today. What are we doing? The Cubs had Ben Brown, who's a starter, Eli Morgan, and Brazier, who was a former Dodger. They basically had, I look at it as they had two guys in their bullpen pitch today. Oh, boy, I got to take a deep breath here, you guys. Come on. At least we have Gallagher Way in a new hotel. Thanks, Tom. It's incredible. It really is incredible, you guys. It's going to be okay. I am enjoying. Sorry that I'm laughing at. I'm laughing at your humor, but I'll tell you what. I mean, I'm pulling up. I'm just making sure I'm pulling up just to make sure we are on the same page. Pulling up some, having all the stats in my hand. Young Sue, Cubs offense looked horrible. We need some good hitters. I'm just going to start yelling at your comments. Guff, do you think if the Cubs have a train wreck April through June, they shop Tucker, Presley, and Suzuki? Of course I do. It all starts with ownership. Is it better when I read these like this? I feel like it is. That one was in all caps, so I feel like I should scream. That's why you're awesome, Guff. You know how to handle yourself and you keep social media in perspective. Keep doing the same damn thing. Love you, Phil. No doubt. Brazier, playoffs? That's what look at Breck Bear. He's just laughing in Colorado because he's seen this overreaction from us before. Okay? He has seen the overreaction. You guys, this is overreaction. Were people expecting 162-0? That's great from Terry. Where's Patrick Wisdom? He's in. That's funny. Did he play in any of those practice games? Loud noises! Bruni coming in from the top rope with White Sox are currently the best baseball team in Chicago. Hashtag take that. At least for now. That might change in just a week. That's it. Season's over. Tear it down. Sell the team. Guys, one game settled down. All right. See you guys. I mean, guys, they didn't lose 15-1. Showed to look great to start. I think like when always with the weather breaks, they'll explode. We just have to be patient for once. Release Kyle Tucker. Get him out of here. He's not a star. I was just bringing something up flying around the news, trying to rope you in. No problem. I'm not going to comment anymore on the Bernstein stuff. Jess, I would rather have a loss and reframe for the team than win and blow up the next few games. Also, did anyone see how the stadium accidentally played the Dodgers cheers for a Cubs home game? I think it's funny that there's a home team anyway, to be honest with you. Yeah, Landon Duval. Playoffs. We're just trying to win a game. Eric, all right, Guff, enough Cubs talk. It's tourney time. Who's your Cinderella pick? I think it's going to be chalky. I think it's going to be very chalky. Everyone is upset because although it's one game, it looks like the whole season last year. I'm going to keep yelling. Keep typing in all caps. All this nonsense, and the Cubs will be 92-70 and win the Central. Cubs fan, man, says Lip. What is Birdie's contract? He clearly was signed to replace Madrigal and Mastroboni. It was a minor league deal, guys. Now it's a major league deal. Calm down. My dog's now. I scared my dog. He's awake. Who you got tonight for the first two games? I'm going for San Diego State and Francis. North Carolina should not have been in. We'll get to that in a sec. We all know it was going to be tough spring at home offensively with the wind howling in like it did today. That's funny. 161-1. Godfather's coming in with a positive thought. Holy crap. This is the funniest edition of your lunch hour yet. Can Sosa still play? I know. Eli, what's up? My goodness. The sky's not falling. It's okay. The offense had 3 hits. They got to be better, okay? They got to be better. Guff, is it okay to think some of the kids on the south side will really give? Yes. I just don't think you'll see it right away. We're going to have to wait a while. The Scrolls comes in with something funny. Enough baseball March Madness talk. It's football season. So let's get to this because I'm going to tell you something, guys. Don't forget, on Friday, come on out. Cap, myself, we'll be live at Hooters O'Hare. 12:30, we'll be doing the old REKAP Lunch Hour from Hooters during the tournament. We're going to be there early, setting up to watch the NCAA tournament with you guys. So let's have some laughs, have a beer or two, take some pics, and let's have some bets because we're going to have a lot of fun on Friday at Hooters O'Hare, 12:30, the same time as always. Lunch with Guff here, brought to you by Hooters. And by the way, a reminder, are you thirsty? Head to Hooters for $6 cocktails all day and every day. Catch all the March action at one of our 11 Chicagoland locations. Find one near you at Hooters or originalhooters.com. Head to Hooters this March because basketball is better with hot wings, cold beer, and the Hooters girls watching at home. Grab Hooters to go. Order online now at order.hooters.com. Whew. Man, deep breath after all of that madness and mess that we've been spewing out here on the lunch hour today because it's hard not to laugh, guys. It's hard not to enjoy that Hooters location. Always fun there. Yes, it is. How long are you planning on sticking around Hooters? I'll be there just till about 3:00. So somewhere in the 11 to 3, Enrico Palazzos. It's David Kaplan. We're not Young always wants me to do a little FaceTiming. I'm not going to FaceTime today. I watched the game. It looks like a spring training game. It kind of did. I do love that one sick video game camera. Cap is on spring trading. He's on ESPN 1000 this afternoon. That's why he is not here. Guff, get ready for the NCAA tournament this month. Probably going to see some upsets and buzzer beaters. Well, as always, Guff the stuff. I'm a Sox fan. Rather be in the Cubs position. Of course. Who wouldn't rather be in that position? Eli, do you think that the Sox will win opening day? And do they have the same record before as Pedro started? Well, Venable had a better record than Pedro the first two games. I think you're talking about the first 2 years. Guys, I don't know if they're going to win opening day. The Angels aren't a very good baseball team, and Sean Burke can do some damage to right-handers. The fact that Moncada and TA are going to be here is you got to just kind of laugh. The baseball gods are laughing. Maybe they win opening day. I don't know. Here comes Lip Ripper's pick. St. Francis, Bama State over 138. Oh, the Mountain West rival San Diego State +5. Again, shop around, folks. Okay. Shop around. We're going to discuss the bet of the day here in a second. It would be great if Burke has a great opening day start for the Sox. No doubt. BYU shooting will make them a problem. I'm going to see them in the Sweet 16. At least they are a fun, scary team for teams to match up with. What would happen to these same people if the Cubs won the World Series? Oh, don't think I'm not counting the receipt or keeping these receipts. Pedro won his opening day against the Astros. I remember that. Dylan C. shoved and everybody was feeling good. Drinks on Guff at Hooters on Friday if the Cubs win tomorrow. Oh, no. All you guys who are freaking out, I ain't buying you. You need to take a step back. Okay. Take a deep breath. By the way, Young, if you've been following the bet of the day, I have bought drinks for the last 3 weeks. I think we're 18-6, the last 24 now. All right. So there's your drinks, my friend. Do you think you'll win the first 2 games? That's why I was asking Eli. It doesn't matter, pal. I have a $50 parlay with Alabama State and San Diego State +4.5. Okay, Astros. Damn, kid, where are you shopping? Woo. I don't think I have. I'm disappointing you guys, especially because I made a note to go out to the car, but I didn't. Okay, I didn't, and unfortunately, we're gonna have to do it. It's time for the bet of the day. Last night we had the Detroit Pistons at -7.5. Raise your hand if you played it, because I'm telling you, folks, if you played it, I never get excited about an NBA game because I always feel like just let me know when it's the fourth quarter because a 30-point lead can evaporate. I flipped it on 55-24. The Pistons won by 46. Easiest cover ever. Who said we should not bet the NBA? Raise your hand. Hopefully you cash it. I know Lip Ripper had it. Big win. I know Chef Paul had it. Pablo said he's buying a drink for me. Nobody's panicking, Chief. Yes, Hector, in case you just joined, my friend. Oh, that's why the LOL's there. Well, Venable better have a better record at the end of the day. Agreed. Will he be the manager when they're competing? We see. Hopefully. I'm going with SDSU since it's my daughter's school. Very cool, Scrolls. Well, look what, guys, I'm backing you, and you're backing me then, because my bet of the day is San Diego State +4.5. I'm not going to lie to you. This thing was down to 3.5, and I was starting to flirt with North Carolina, who's 8-1 against the spread the last 9. They've been hot getting to this point. I will take the San Diego State head coach all day long over Hubert Davis. These guys, they were in the title game 2 years ago, okay? It's the same coach, not all the same group as we know, the roster turnover, etc. But San Diego State, from a defensive standpoint, is one of the better shutdown teams in the country. And I think if they can slow this game down and make it a war, San Diego State's got the advantage. The one thing that scares me about San Diego State is they're one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the nation. They shoot just 66%. They rank 334th in the country. And it's how I'm going to be doing. Look at this guy. Hey, watch this. Look at who's calling right now. We're live on the air, and the guy's calling right now. David Kaplan with no regard for human life. Are you answering the FaceTime, Capper? Hey. I
didn't know you were still on.
This guy's name.
Lunch hour usually starts at noon.
No, it starts at 12:30 every single day. Welcome to your channel. This is David Kaplan. The bet of the day shockingly chimes in on the bet of the day, which David Kaplan, how did we do last night on the bet of the day? He's frozen. Oh, Cap.
Are you there?
I'm here. You're all frozen, pal. We're just doing a TV show on YouTube. Look at it.
Just let the audience know that was the easiest bet of the day win in ever.
46-point win. in the NBA. A 46-point. We had that thing.
And we had 6.5.
Yeah, we did. Lunch is at 12:30. Look at Jess coming in. Lunch is at 12:30. I schedule my lunchtime that way. That's what she just said.
I know it's at 12:30, but there are days you're a little late, so I figured maybe I'd take a shot. You were early today.
Nope, we've been doing the same time for quite some time. I've got the under on Cap calling in during the show tomorrow, says Terry. Phil says we're looking forward to meeting you and Cap on Friday at Hooters. We will be there. Lip Ripper, I can't stand that school. Only time I'll be rooting for them to cover. Lip Ripper, of course, a big fan of the Mountain West. There's Young is so happy because we got you on FaceTime today. Young Sue.
We got young Sue.
And by the way, and then I'll let you go and I'll catch up with you because Lou Melgarejo's chiming in with something very smart and astute, as we shouldn't be shocked. Ask him to talk these clowns off the ledge. This has been 30 minutes of panic, Cap.
Oh my God! Are these the idiot Cub fans that are my brethren?
Don't be speaking to my people that way.
I mean, these people are unbelievable. They can't believe we didn't let Imanaga throw 168 pitches today. It's March 18th, people. Relax. You also went up against one of the best teams the sport has seen and an elite pitcher, and you lost 4-1. Are you kidding me? Come on.
It's a bloodbath, Cap, says David. Ash Rose says this Cap, no Cub fans are jumping off the ledge. Pablo, I'm not going to run the animation. Start, bench, cut. Best shows on the recap. Start, lunch hour, bench, White Sox podcast. Cut, Cap, FaceTime calls overall. LOLO. Rooney says drive safe, Cap. Lou says thank you for doing that. OD says take that. Everybody's jacked up that you FaceTimed at the... Well, I FaceTimed you once you called me and realized we weren't doing a lunch show.
Oh, by the way, why don't you tell everyone who bought you that hoodie?
Yeah, David Kaplan bought me this hoodie. It's a lake. I can't wait to wear it at the lake.
That's it. Don't forget. Week of All-Star break. Put it on your calendar.
Did you trade everybody? Is that how that worked?
No.
All right. We'll talk later. Enjoy your show.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. That's the great David Kaplan talking fans, all of us off the ledge here on the Recap Lunch Hour. Look at you guys. I look at that as an invite too, Rooney. Okay. The All-Star week. We need to have Cap every lunch hour. I know. I think that's why Young signs on. That's okay. Hector, we're not going to go undefeated. I can't believe it. Over under 50 White Sox wins. I'm just taking the over. Astros, whatever you're drinking, son, throw it my way because there's no shot in hell they get to 70 wins. We're playing the Aztecs tonight. I've already put it in, actually. So I usually try to get that in before the number starts going all over the place. I'm taking the 4.5. I expect it to be a war. If it gets to be high scoring, that's a scary. That probably is not benefiting San Diego State. So we'll see. Pablo says, let's get Cap to FaceTime on Friday, even though he'll be there. That's pretty funny. Enjoy Hooters on Friday, Cap and Guff. We will. And all of you who are going to be out there, we are jacked up that you are going to be. So let's put a bow on this one. Try to get the Aviators back tomorrow. And guys, take a deep breath. Get some sleep tonight. Jess says, I like having morning sports so we can chat at lunch. Wish we had a little more games. I know. Yes, go San Diego State. Running to Rivers this afternoon. That away, Astros. Let's go. Take a deep breath. Get some sleep. Wake up. Watch a Cubs game. Maybe find a way to win a damn baseball game, as Cap always says. It's been the Recap Lunch Hour, this Tuesday edition with Guff. Me, Ryan McGuffey. You guys know how much I appreciate you. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Go to the 108 Tourney on X and vote for your boy. Let's get this thing done. Let's stamp that ticket and win the White Sox Dave bracket. For everyone at the Recap, always have a great rest of your day. Come on, Cubs. Get these people to stop jumping off the ledge. We'll see you guys tomorrow. This has been the Recap Lunch Hour with Guff, brought to you by Hooters.